Well, thanks all for staying. Sure, it's been a pleasure coming back home for a little while. I'm not allowed on, I'm still allowed, but I'm under very close surveillance on Lake Travis because, up in Austin, because I dropped the charges on Indian Gary after I told him not to take out my houseboat. And he went to the marina. It's old houseboat, just a hobby, you know. And he got a bunch of bikers together and went to the marina and talked this guy at the marina into believing that I had said he had permission to take it out. And they even went to the point of making you know how you can make a phone call and leave one number off the end and act like you're talking to somebody? And in the meantime, I was in Canada. I was in Vancouver, and he was talking to me. Yeah, Terrence, he said, it's okay if you say it's okay. You know, and the guy's listening to Indian Gary, right? And he says, well, I guess it's okay. So Indian Gary and his 4 friends got on the houseboat, old Lightning, named Lightning, and took her on out there and ended up drinking a lot of beer and trying to run down water skiers. This was a real drag. I'm glad, at least I was 2,000 miles away. And so I got the word, I got the word they had bumped into something, and this is like a little 32-foot steel houseboat, steel hull. And I mean, if you hit a fiberglass sailboat with it, it would just like crunch, right? And if you hit a water skier with it, it would, right? And one of the guys, turned out one of the guys jumped overboard in the middle of Lake Travis, which y'all been to Austin, know Lake Travis, big, big body of water. And I mean, this poor guy, he was like, the only reason he floated, I guess, was all the foam from the beer, right? And he made it back to shore, right? And Indian Gary and the other guys, the water sheriff is on their tail by this point. They ditched the boat and run off into the woods. And I got back a couple days later and got the word about all this. Is he going to press charges? And Indian Gary and I are blood brothers, which is hard. That's hard for me to say, but we are. And and so, yeah, unimpressed charges. Because I told him, and I didn't know what had happened. I didn't know what he hurt. Didn't know if anybody had been hurt or any boats had been hurt, if I was fixing to be sued or anything. So pressed charges. And kept him on charges, and he called a couple times. He said, Terrence, oh man, I'm not sure what's going on. We'll find out, man. I know it was a drag, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know you're sorry. You've always been sorry. And he got down to one day before the trial, and I called in and dropped the charges, right? Because by then I knew I'd found out that no one had been hurt, no boats had been hurt, and old Lightning is almost impossible to hurt, right? And when the water sheriffs on Lake Travis found out that I had dropped the charges on Indian Gary, they just every time I take the boat out since then, there's like a water sheriff right behind me, right? And I beach it to do a little fishing, and a land sheriff cruises right in front of me. Tomorrow we're going back. We play once more tomorrow, be the end of this little round, and Austin, and then I'm going to go fishing, and I'm going to act like they're not there. My son he had a bunch of his teenage buddies. They're all about 19, 20, you know. They had a party, and they were getting a little wild, and it didn't involve the boat, but it was on the shore of Lake Travis, right? And the land sheriff came and got all their IDs, you know, and said, went through and said, you know, and I think there's a little weed involved, a little beer, you know, nothing horrible or anything. And it's like, JT told me that the sheriff said, which one of you is the Van Zandt boy? How's that for a drag? No, JT says, yes, sir. So they're taking after your old man, huh? Far out. So anyway, we're gonna take Lake Travis by storm day after tomorrow. You know, it's like this is your first offense and you're innocent, so I'm going to let you off with a warning. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain. In the night forlorn, while the morning's born, and the morning shines with the lights of love, you will miss sunrise if you close your eyes. That would break my heart in two. Ladies with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Lupe and Lil agree, she's a sight to see, and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everyone. This is called Snake Mountain Blues. Yeah, Mr. $10 man, let me tell where you're bound. Drink your green liquor, man, you'll roll to the ground. But you come around here with your money in your hand. Chase to my woman, or you die where you stand. The Snake Mountain Blues, they got me down low. I could die in the morning, ain't no one would know. My woman, oh, she'd have her a time. Go down to Dundee, all the gold she could find. Snake Mountain's gonna crumble, man, and fall from the sky. For that woman of mine stops telling her lies. If I die, Lord, she'd weep, how she'd weep and she'd moan. Soon as I was buried, forget I've been born. Love a black-skinned woman, she won't do you no wrong. Slow to start moaning, she don't moan for long. Yellow-headed woman, bring you nothing but pain. Takes all you give her, leaves only shame. Well, my daddy, Lord, he rides on a long holy train. First winds of winter, I see him again. It's farewell to this yellow-headed misery I've known. Snake Mountain's calling, calling me home. Yeah, the Snake Mountain Blues. My woman come around, my body shit fine. Go down to Dundee, have her time. Brand new companion. Let's do short hair. Here's a Lightning song. We used to, Lightning Hopkins been a big influence on me, and Mick too. Mick worked with him a lot, and I did a little bit. After I met him about maybe 18 times, he kind of started to remember my name. We have a friend named Rex. I talked to some of y'all were here about talking about Rex. He played bass with Lightning for 8 years, and he's the same degree goofy as Lightning was. So they switched into different chords at the wrong time at the same time. And no matter how hard Lightning tried to throw him off, Rex was just, and he always called him Rick, and he'd say, "Hey, get it, Rick," or "Hey, Rick, go around and get the car." And Rex said he told Lightning like a couple times, "Lightning, it's Rex. It's not Rick. It's Rex." He said, "Okay, Rick. Go around and get the car." for 8 years, right? And he said he tried it like 2 or 3 times, and then finally he was like, Rex was going around calling himself Rick. But here's a weird lightning song called, this is kind of our version of it, called Short-Haired Woman Blues. I don't want no woman, man, her hair ain't no longer than mine. I don't want no woman, man, her hair ain't no longer than mine. Bringing nothing but bad luck and trouble, man. Have you buying rats all the time? Now I took my woman to the hairdresser. This is what the hairdresser said. I can help your woman's hair, man, but maybe I can help her head. I told him no. Oh, there ain't no longer. Bringing nothing but bad luck and trouble, man. Have you buying rats all the time? Yeah, I took my woman to a swing out. Went to have a little fun. I went to make my swing out and a rat jumped from my head like one from a burning barn. I told her no. Oh, your hair ain't no longer mine. Ain't nothing but bad luck and trouble, man. Have you buying rats all the time? It's a fun song, huh? Well, this song I wrote for on the like many moons ago on the night that Janis Joplin died, and she was a friend of mine. We met in Beaumont a long time back, and I was in West Virginia, and somebody told me at this party after a college gig, I was sitting there and I was all worn out, and this girl, real nice girl, came, sat down beside me, and, "Oh, did you hear Janis Joplin died?" It's like, "Excuse me?" And I said, "Yeah, Janis Joplin died today. It's in the newspaper." It was like, wow, excuse me. And I went outside back to my guest room in the college dormitory, and I was walking down the sidewalk, and this is a true story. I was walking down the sidewalk, and the sky was all cloudy. And I just stopped to think about Janis for a minute, and the clouds parted like, and there was a full moon. I was looking at it, and it stayed there for a minute, and clouds went back over it. So I went back to my room, and that's where this song comes from. It's called "You Are Not Needed Now." Well, the birds were talking all at once, and the old man mowing down his lawn. He didn't look like much too bad a guy. I was thinking, hang on, man, something's wrong. Your blues, they do seem to be gone. Heaven ain't bad, but you don't get nothing done. Lay down your head a while. You are not needed now. You are not needed now. Well, Allison laid an egg on me every time I turn around. It's spinning through the air above my bed. I told Miss Hicks and she said, fine, long as you're back in your room on time. I'll keep you clean and the girls will keep you fed. Lay down your head with mine. You are not needed now, and we got things to do. Well, between the blankets made of wool, the trains roll by every half an hour, and a body can't get no resting done, it's true. I spend my time as best I can, thinking big and making plans, wondering where them trains are rolling to. Lay down your head, poor boy, feel how the ground does move, hear how them drivers sing. Well, goodbye, friends, it's time to close. Everybody knows that's the way it goes. Where was it you lived in case I'm ever there? Well, 3 doors down and 2 behind. Gets a little bit out of hand sometime. Don't let it fool you into thinking you don't care. Lay down your head and fly. I'll quietly pass you by. You won't even see me go. If I thought about it long enough, I just might make some kind of move. Watchful eyes are too hard on the soul. With a smokehouse just across the way, and this fog upon the light of day, I'd be hard put coming up with where to go. Lay down your head, poor boy, feel how the ground does move, hear how them drivers sing. Lay down, my darling one, go find a little fun. You are not needed now. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, everybody. Don't take it too bad. It's called Don't Take It Too Bad. Well, don't you take it too bad. If you're feeling unloving, or if you're feeling unfeeling, if you're feeling alone, don't you take it to bed, 'cause it ain't you to blame, babe. Or it's some kind of game made out of all of this living that we got left to do. Oh, and if you go searching for rhyme or for reason, well, you won't have the time that it takes just for talking about the places you've been, babe, about the faces you've seen, babe. Oh, and how soft the time flies past your window at night. And we just can't have that, girl. This is a hard, lonesome, cold world, and a man needs a woman or to stand by his side and whisper sweet words in his ears about daydreams and roses and playthings and the sweetness of springtime and the sound of the rain. We need to make you do one. If I can figure out these wires. Are you going to stand there?
Yeah. Let's see. I'll finger pick one here. This is called Guitar Stroll, a little finger picking instrumental. If you're wondering why I have to use a capo on an instrumental, it's a good thing to wonder about. Here's a little waltz called It Won't Make Me Blue. I've had a longing to love you somehow. It's easy to see that it can't be right now, 'cause sometime tomorrow I'd bid you adieu. But tell me it won't make me blue. Tell me it won't make me blue. Say I can get over you, 'cause one day you'd leave me. We both know that's true. But tell me it won't make me blue. Dreaming and I'm scheming when I see your face. One glance from your eyes can keep me in place. To tell you that I love you is all I can do. Tell me it won't make me blue. Tell me it won't make me blue. Say I can get over you, 'cause one day you'd leave me. We both know that's true. Tell me it won't make me blue. Yeah, one day you're gonna leave me. We both know that's true. Tell me it won't make me blue. Ole, ole. Thank you, thank you. I'll do one more here and get Towns back up. This is called Don't Think About Me When I'm Gone. I've seen the high tide and I've seen the low, but the wave I was riding just became the undertow. Man, I might start sinking, but I ain't gonna drown. I'll be back on top again when that water rolls around. But don't think about me when I'm gone, and don't reprimand me when I'm wrong, wrong. Don't sing about me in your songs, but honey, please be there the next time I come along. I've played in the streets and the biggest concert halls. Talk to me of honky-tonks, I'll probably play them all. I've had a touch of stardom and a little taste of fame. I'm right back where I started now, ain't nobody knows my name. But don't think about me when I'm gone, and don't reprimand me when I'm wrong, wrong. Don't sing about me in your songs, but honey, please be there the next time I come along. Ah! Don't think about me when I'm gone, and don't reprimand me when I'm wrong, wrong. Don't sing about me in your songs, honey, please be there the next time I come along. When I've got the feeling nothing slows me down, When my head's a reeling, well, nothing'll come around. But when my heart's a singing, my hands are coming through. And to get 'em all listening, babe, is all I want to do. So don't think about me when I'm gone, and don't reprimand me when I'm wrong, wrong. Don't sing about me in your songs. Honey, please be there the next time I come along. Honey, please be there the next time I come along. Thank you much.
So y'all, that's Mickey White, in case some of you didn't know. You know, he ain't much in the looks department, but he's got a hell of a personality. When he was born, the doctor slapped his mother. Yeah. Mickey usually says, and she dug it. Mickey made that joke up, or I would never tell it. I mean, it could be, you know. When I was born, I just like, all I remember about it, I woke up in bed with this strange woman, and she said she was my mom. I mean, we're talking Oedipus Rex here. In reverse, I guess. Well, we're going to do a folk song called The Cuckoo. This is an old song from North Carolina. I kind of researched it, and it's from North Carolina. I have this thing that I say about it, I might as well say. I used to think it was from Scotland, but I played with the band from Scotland up in D.C. one time. And they told me no, that it was a genuine American folk song because there are no cuckoos in Scotland. And I know for a fact that North Carolina is full of them. Mickey and I used to have two of them playing bass and drums for us. Well, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, and she warbles as she sings. Oh, she never says nothing, but she'll give you diamond rings. Jack of diamonds, Jack of diamonds, I've known you of old. Rob my pockets, rob my pockets of their silver and their gold. Well, for working, I'm too lazy, and for gambling, that's too slow. Oh, train robbing, that's too dangerous, and begging's no way to go. Headed out on Tin Killer Mountain, I'm gonna build me a still. I'll sell you 5 gallons for a $2 bill. Well, the cougar it's bacon when I'm hungry, and it's whiskey when I'm dry. It's my lady for my loving. It's religion when I die. Well, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, and she warbles when she flies. Oh, she never says nothing till the last day of July. Here's a pretty old song by Hank Williams. It's a pretty old song by Leon Payne. I'm a rolling stone, all alone and lost, for a life of sin I paid the cost. Now when I pass by, people say, there goes another guy down a lost highway. Just a deck of cards and a jug of wine, and a woman's lies make a life like mine. I'm lost, too late to pray. I'm rolling down that lost highway. Boys, don't start, you're rambling around down this road of sin, or you're sorrow bound. Don't turn away, don't turn away, or you're headed down that lost highway. I'm a rolling stone, all alone and lost, of sin, I paid the cost. When I pass by, all the people say, there goes another guy and a lost highway. There goes another guy and a lost highway. Do Verse in the Streets?
Sure.
Do that in D. Here's a one we have a lot of fun doing by Bruce Springsteen called "Racing in the Streets." We got his version down for sure, but we got our version down. I got a 69 Chevy with a 396, fuelie heads and a hearse on the floor. She's waiting for me down in the parking lot by the 7-Eleven store. Me and my partner Sonny built her straight out of scratch. Now we run her from town to town. Take all the action we can match. We shut them up and then we shut them down. Or we take all the action we can get. We cover all the northeast states. Strip shuts down. We run them from the fire road to the interstate. But tonight, the strip's just right. I'm gonna blow them all out of their seats. Summer's here and the time is right. We're racing in the streets. I met her on the strip 3 years ago. This Camaro with a dude from LA. I blew that Camaro off my back. I drove that little girl away. And now there's wrinkles all around my baby's eyes. She cries herself to sleep at night. Sits on the high porch of her daddy's house. Says, babe, you make it home all right. But tonight, the strip's just right. I'm gonna blow them all out of their seats. Summer's here and the time is right. We're racing in the streets. All you shut down strangers, hot rod angels, rumbling to this promised land. My baby and me, we're gonna drive to the sea, wash these sins off our hands. Oh, tonight, the strip's just right. Out of our way, mister, you best keep. Summer's here and the time is right. We're racing in the street. I got a 69 Chevy with a 396. Fuely heads and a hearse on the floor. She's waiting for me down in a parking lot at a 7-Eleven store. Me and my partner Sonny, we built her straight out of scratch. He rides with me from town to town. We take all the action we can match. We shut him up and then we shut him down. But tonight, the strip's just right. I'm gonna blow them all out of their seats. Summer's here and the time is right for racing in the streets. Oh, tonight. Thanks, everybody. Couple more. Let's do some wedges. Let's do it in the seat. Thanks. We're going to do a couple more. This one is by a friend of ours, good friend, Ian Tyson of Ian and Sylvia. And he's a real nice person. And this one's called Summer Wedges. Let me tell you all that are left once more. It's
The preceding program was brought to you in part through funding from Audio Systems Analysts.
Should you ever run off the road onto a low shoulder, avoid overcompensating, but do not brake.
Sunday, 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 January 10th at the Comedy Workshop. The greatest comedy review of the decade. The final performance of 10 years of funny business. The best sketches of the past 10 years of the Comedy Workshop. Showtime 8 p.m. Admission $5 and all proceeds benefit Access Houston. Be there Sunday, January 10th. You won't want to miss the greatest live comedy review ever on stage. And there may be some free food.
Hi, this is Little Joe. When I'm in Houston, I watch community TV on Access Houston. Check out the new show brought to you by Festival Chicano, 9:30 Friday nights, Access Houston. You'll enjoy it. It's great.